Spoonty TV's Thursday night ProCast with the Ace of Spades. This time, High Flyers group. Hello.
Hello, mine
Yeah,
group,
so
my
your
clan.
group of people. So we're going to be casting their company battles, and as soon as I get my invite, I'll be jumping into that room. Tonight's going to be a short episode, just 1 hour. We're going to be doing a couple of games and see how they perform, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got Good Morning Tanks tomorrow, but that's the last show of the week, and we're having a break until Monday for Newbie Monday. So make sure you tune in tomorrow morning or on Monday or both. Awesome.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling? We got a 2-minute delay on Procasts, so we can't respond as instantly as we normally do. So sorry, but it's to help make sure that people feel comfortable during the company battles, that they're not getting snipes, and people take them a little less seriously. So we don't need the full 8-minute delay to make it a little bit nicer for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so apart from that, are we ready to go?
I think we are. I just told them to send you an invite, so let's hope they do. Ooh, need to show you something.
I'm invited. Yeah. I'll get my T1 out. Light tanks.
Yeah. Ooh, 9 points. Points to spare.
They do have a spare, unless someone else is going to go up a tier. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3. It's just the strategy they're running, I guess. Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Yep.
Nice.
And yeah, let's see. 2 artilleries, and we're going smally windows in a second. They're trying to find battle, and here we go. Bye, guys. Or oh, the camera moved. You're over here now. Whee!
Ah!
Yeah, I moved the camera. So
Okay. So we're looking at BIOR against AOS, Ace of Spades. We have an IS-3 lineup with 2 T-34s and a T-32. The Panther 2 is the interesting choice. We don't often get to see them. Although looking at the Ace of Spades guys, they're running a 3 Tiger 2 lineup. That's interesting. Is that deliberate or just limitations with the players, I wonder?
It could just be. I don't know it. I don't think it is, because their top Tiger 2 is Seltefen and Svinehund, and I know for a fact that Seltefen is a very good player, so it's deliberate, I think.
Okay.
I don't think he's missing any tanks really in the game. If he is, then shame on you, Seltefen.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the choices, how they will pan out for them. We know the Tiger 2 is a pretty decent defender. Normally the Tiger 2s will be sent one direction and the other tanks will be the other. However, the T-34 is also a defender because of how slow it is. So that leaves them only with 4 attacking tanks and 3 artillery. Does that mean they're going to be running a defensive strategy?
Could be. The IS-3s aren't really pushing down south, so could be the case right now. They have a scout in the middle, which I'm currently looking at, and I think they're trying to see where they'll be going. Oh, and the Panther has just passed the T-50-2. Did he spot it? I don't think he did. I'm not sure, Fluke Killer, if he saw it as well, but he probably has. He's just not moving his turret at all. Ooh, and the Panther 2 just got a hit. Nice.
He must be ninja being there. If Fluke Killer hasn't been spotted, which it doesn't look like he has, because otherwise the Panther would back off and take shots at him.
Yeah.
So he is lucky. That was close call.
Yeah, he's a little bit inside the bushes. A little bit. I don't know if it's a
No,
big
his rear track isn't in the bush. It must be his camo value just being good.
Yeah, but
and there goes down the Panther 2. Well, we won't see how effective that thing will be because it's already gone.
Yeah, not effective at all. But it is a big shrubbery, so it could be that he, alongside his camo value, of course, has bushes on all sides. And then it's a good choice. And, of course, a deliberate choice.
Well, now we've got the T50-2 going forward, and is he going to, did he actually move? No, he hasn't moved.
No.
I thought he moved. That was just my jerking of the minimap then.
Yeah, I think he's the backup plan for when the enemy team is spotted, and then just rushing, find the artillery, and that'll be it for the enemy artillery.
So yeah, they are playing a defensive strategy, and we'll see what BR does against it. They don't have any scouts. They kind of use their Panther as a scout, and that didn't work out for them. Nope. So now they're just going to brute force one direction. I guess the best thing they could do is just go all one way. Get all their tanks together, leave one defender, maybe a T-34 or something, and just push everyone the other direction. That way they can overwhelm the defenders, because, 1, 2, 3 IS-3s and a Tiger 2 here with the Tiger 2 scattered backwards. A Tiger 2 on the inside, I'm guessing. I didn't actually check. No, yeah, it is Tiger 2 on the side, and the T-34 on the other side with the T-32 flanking. It's a very interesting set of choices here.
Yeah, and I really like the Tiger 2 in the back, actually, because that prevents them from pushing out so they can hit the guys on the inside. So they really have to push a long way to even get a shot at the 4 tanks sitting in there. And in the meantime, T-32 is playing around up in the hills up north, but he's going down now.
Yeah, I was wondering what he was doing. I guess he's bored and thought, you know what, I'm going to explore this map. Yeah, I'll use this downtime to go and explore the map.
Yeah, that actually proved useful for Nitrix. I was playing with him and I died in my Löwe, and he was in his T-34, and then he decided to go, can I cross this hill? You know, on, what's it called, cliff. On cliff there's the small, what's it called, valley on the left, and there's a pocket of, yeah, you can go inside that pocket and get artillery cover, and then you can shoot at the people coming up top, and you know what it is, right?
Sorry, what was that?
If you don't, okay, I'm gonna show it on the minimap. But it's just on cliff. There's a spot where you can right here in what's it called? It's called E2.
Okay.
Then you know where it is. E2. It's on the left side of the map on cliff, where people often look down upon the people pushing, and then they can shoot them in the back.
Yeah.
You can go up that hill now from the middle, or from down there, from the left up the middle. So you're not trapped down there if the people are pinning you down there at the on the other side where artillery can't hit you. Then you can just go straight up that hill now, and that was actually pretty funny, because he just went up there and started killing people.
Good.
I'm bored, Christian. I'm gonna go up here. You can't go up there. Oh wait, you can. Okay, fair enough. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just when these new the maps are still getting explored. We're still seeing lots of new interesting tactics. Oh, nice artillery splashes, Flute Killer sent him flying sidewards.
Yeah, and he's spotting the artillery. Oh, the artillery got splashed.
Counter artillery almost killed him. Didn't actually get him, but almost did. He's gonna go try and fish him off. Direct fire, hit the rock in front of him, and he's gonna take him down. It's unlikely for him to be taken out now, so that's probably 2 of their artillery dead. The other one behind him was also spotted, but there's no other counter-artillery, and the other artillery fell short. So we're seeing a cleanup here using the T-50-2, although the GW probably right now could try and turn around and shoot him, but
he got smashed.
I don't think that was a good choice, honestly, unless the GW Panther couldn't see the other artilleries, because he was lighting up the other one and was attacking this one. So surely a better use of his time was to kill the other artillery, but you know, maybe he didn't have vision.
Yep, but I think it was actually another flyby. It's funny to see it fly. But the DW Panther was trying to get down there. Oh, he soaks a damage. A shot from the T-34. Insane. But he was trying to run down to the safety of the IS-3, and the IS-3 might have killed him if he knew he was just coming after the DW Panther. So finishing him off was a good enough choice.
It wasn't a wasted shot by all means, but I just believe that if you can shoot at the heavy tank and the base, maybe a better spent shell. It wasn't wasted if the artillery was in even a slight opportunity, but here we got action in the south where they're trying to rush the defenders there. The 3 Tiger 2s in their defensive formation is standing up to the onslaught of IS-3s. 2 of them already down, 2 left versus 3 Tigers still standing. They're sharing the damage really nicely. And here's Zelta coming in to try and block the vision against Salt.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a IS-3 on the side. But again, yeah,
there's only so much you can do with that. Swine is obviously looking forward to trying to kill that IS-3, but his side is very vulnerable. He's at 6 HP, and there he goes down. OPEC manages to finish him off.
Yeah, but it wasn't a wasted battle down there. They totally lost their attacking IS-3s compared to 3 Tigers.
Yeah, exactly.
And the IS bounces on Zeltar. Who has the most power? Tiger 2.
Tiger 2. It's probably the positioning, though, honestly. It's the tactic of defending always means that the offensive team has to leave cover and come around the corner. Now, it wasn't just 3 Tigers there at one point. They did also have their other tanks. Although, where did they go? They repositioned, I'm guessing. So it's always hard for the assaulting team to do that and go around the corner and actually defeat them all unless they severely outnumber them. And the idea is if you share the damage, you can easily get away with this sort of defense like that. So it's all about sharing the damage. If you fail to share the damage between the defending tanks, you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. So
yep, totally.
It's a risky tactic, I think, over-defending, because it means the enemy can take control of the map. But, you know, if the enemy aren't entirely sure of what to do or aren't completely confident in themselves and don't go round together or reveal too early, then it can backfire. So.
Yep, I just want to show something off because people on the forums are debating a lot about this medal, and we have the T50-2 getting the patrol duty. And yeah, it's one of the medals that people are complaining about because they aren't getting it because they think they're lighting up the tanks that are getting damaged. But as we saw in this one, he was lighting
5,000 damage upon spotting.
Yeah, that was amazing. A lot of tanks got spotted and damaged by the artillery via his spotting, and that's what you gotta do. There's got to be no other tanks in the vicinity of the view range of the tanks that are being damaged. So yeah, he got the medal, and yep, that's it.
There you go. You can definitely get the medal, guys, if you're just patient. You stay in a good position. That Panther went down because of that the T50-2 being in a good position, not being over. Not taking the shot where he could have taken a shot against the Panther. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sit tight and keep things lit up, and that was it.
Yeah,
and got all that.
Yeah, the blind Panther 2. I actually have no idea how he stayed hidden in that bush because his butt was shown, but it must have been the camo value. And we are in
1 PPB. Himmelsdorf.
And 2 PPB.
Now this is interesting with the artillery. 3 artillery on Himmelsdorf usually works against you, but both teams have it, so both teams are at the same disadvantage in that sense. Again, both sides favouring the IS-3s. We don't see the IS-3s used so much in the ESL and things like that. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see if these guys are using them to full effect. I'm always interested to see the IS-3 be used because it's one of my favourite tanks and I use it a lot. The T-32 seems to be used a lot more, though, in professional and higher tier play. So, you know, I always want to see it used really nicely, but I don't know. I'm still not convinced by it.
Nope. Speaking about artillery in this map, it is always said that you should go for the hill in this map at the beginning, and the hill has been opened up insanely much. It has been opened up so the artillery can help no matter where you really position your tanks if they just sit down there in the corner. But the enemy, of course, knows this as well. So let's see what's going to happen. The artillery, will they be useful or will they just be wasted? The IS-3 is, I don't know if he's pushing the right Angle, maybe he was. Yeah, he quickly got in there.
I was watching Flukiller go over the tracks, and so much speed was lost. He took the first one pretty fast, and then as he came down, he lost so much speed. So if there was actually anybody on the tracks there, Flukiller was dead.
Yeah. Right now we're seeing no artillery. This is surprising.
Okay, we have the fight on the hill, and the AMX 50-100 is going to be really crucial up here. If he can time it right to come around the corner to do his damage, then he can be the game maker here. So we'll see and watch him closely. Otherwise, they've only got 6 tanks up there, I think I spotted. So they're missing a few people, and I don't know if that's because they're deciding to push into the... Yes, they are. Over there on the west side, they're pushing over there. So that's something the Ace of Spades will have to deal with, but they got a bit of time because on encounter, that cap circle takes way longer. Way longer.
Yep. And he ran away already. It was just to put a little bit of pressure. They have to send someone over there. They can't just keep players up there. Oh, there we go. The IS-3 peeks out, and I think he got a shot by the Su-14 because he did tell the other people that he was attacking it. So there should be not shooting since they're very disciplined, I hope. So when the artillery shoots, he should not be wasting his shells.
Well, we see the 2 heavy tanks moving through the city over the far side. I'm trying to find out what type they are. Okay, the T-34s. That's interesting. They got T-34 and Tiger II going on the offensive, a slow offensive. I guess they left them back for defense, and they said, "Hey, well, there's nothing coming at us, so move forward." So that's quite interesting to see what's going to happen with these two. They're going to go into the enemy base or starting position and take out any artillery or make the artillery reposition. But no, Salt has been spotted, and the Tiger II goes already down to 600 HP. And an IS tank. Why have they got an IS? Okay. They had obviously a spare point and took an IS tank. But they're against 2 Tiger IIs and an IS. Now, that means the hill now knows what enemies they've got. So, as I've said before, they now know that they are missing a lot of tanks from the hill. So they're just charging forward now. Look at that. Yep, the AMX-50's down, so is the IS-3s, and they're through. Yeah,
there's no point in just in wasting time up there. So either send some of your tanks past them or just fire like they just did. Completely massacre them. And they know there's another tank right down here, so have one way to help them down in the enemy base, which it isn't right now, and have the other way to deal with this, which isn't spawned. He hasn't connected, so I don't know if they have the massive advantage, but most of the time they just you just leave one tank to deal with the lone disconnected person, and then the rest just continues. But of course, if you have the time, kill him.
Now, this is now a downward battle for the 1 PBP, so there's not really much we can say about that. We'll just keep it monitored. The tank choices is the thing I want to focus on here. Now, in the things like the ESL and bigger tournaments, you generally see a smaller tank pool being picked, although today over the ESL channel, you would have seen a Super Pershing being used. It was used by the reigning champions, and they were actually knocked out immediately by Virtus Pro. But Virtus Pro are on the rise. They're a really good team. They came 3rd at Earl Steel. Now, the Super Pershing, I have to know, was the last tank alive.
Yep.
So that says something. But they were really wiped. It was like Virtus Pro just took them out. Yeah. Really clean victory. So I don't think we can say that was a definite Super Pershing not good enough. So, yeah, we're seeing new tanks being tested, but at what cost? These sort of things you'll see in tank company battles a lot more than in tournaments, and in tournaments you'll play it safe, so I expect some odd tactics today.
Yeah, well, the Super Pershing is, even though it has the spaced armor and it has the survivability, when you come up against clans and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter because they know where to shoot it, and then you don't have the pop advantage. So it's not really a viable tactic to bring a Super Pershing when people know where to shoot it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if the artillery were actually useful on that map. Yep. So we've got the GW Panther, 0 damage. We have the Lorraine, 200 damage. Oh no, 757 damage, but also spotting damage. Yep. And the where did they take the 3rd? Su-14. 1,737. Okay, so artillery can get in good positions then.
Yeah.
So you're right. They definitely have opened up the map. Let's see about the other team, though. 555 is okay, I guess. 308 might as well not taken him. And 0. So, yeah, it's still hard on that map to be artillery, but I think you're right. It's definitely more plausible.
Yep.
Which is good.
Yeah. If you do land on that map, then they're not useful. Useless. Useless, because you can sit in the corner, and as we saw on the IS tank, when he peeked around the corner, he got smacked in the face by the SU-14, and yeah, he died fast. And losing the IS-3 that early is not a very good thing for any team.
Okay, so Trony?
Troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it looked like Troll, but I thought I'd give him the benefit of the doubt, and then I looked down and saw someone was called Troll, and I was like...
And are they speaking Swedish? They have trolls. They have trolls up there, so that's why they have the power chords very high, because the trolls are very high. If you haven't seen the movie Troll Hunter, then go do it. It's an amazing movie, and the effects are quite good actually, and it gives you the explanation why Sweden has those power cables set up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, so I guess I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, better. But now we see the artillery taking up different positions. Oop,
well, that's actually good. I like that. I like the fact that the Ace of Spades guys are trying out different locations, going, okay, we tried it there. We had one guy who was really effective, and he'll probably go back. No, it's not encounter. That's why.
Yeah.
Now you lose. He's trolling, because I want to say lose now. It's lose, guys, not loose. Learn it.
They might be loose. They might be loose. Come on. Dun, 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 dun.
So, okay, we're seeing the IS-3s together, which is always great to see. The enemy Jagdtiger is at the front there with a KV-4. Now, these again are interesting choices. Wonder if it's from choice or deliberate. But this is the really interesting thing. 4 artillery with 2 scouts, and that's dedicated scouts, Chaffees and T-50-2s. Now, I would consider the Chaffee more of a combat scout than a scout. What would you think about the Chaffee?
Yeah, it's more of a combat scout, and in this type of, I don't think company battles are such a good choice for the Chaffee, because you can't really get into that combat position like you can in random games. So I don't think that's a very good choice. Ouch! Artillery just got maybe he got all 3 of the T-34s. I'm not sure. He can answer in the chat because he's probably listening. But that was a very good shot, and that was a lot of damage all across those tanks.
The Su-14 was out in the open doing his... I've actually done this a lot in random games where I'd sit in the open in Himmelsdorf and just hope for that direct fire, massive TD shot. It does make the enemy either come out into the open to get you. It's like, oh, the artillery's in the open, drive forward, get the artillery.
Yeah.
You're not thinking straight that the artillery is probably pretty damn useless.
Yeah.
So that's actually was really good tactics. Even though it cost him his life, it probably did a lot more damage to the enemy, but we'll see. The Tiger 2s are really showing their worth here, bouncing shots off the front. The angling from Sveinhund is doing really well. He's not getting penetrated on half the shots against him. Look, there you go, another one bouncing off his turret. He's doing really well. That's good angle, guys.
Yeah, he's really keeping that lower hull very hidden. And Salt is trying the same thing. Looks like he's been taking damage because of his side scraping not being perfect. But at least he's trying.
It's not that, I think. It's that with side scraping, when you go out far enough, you then are vulnerable to be hurt. So he's doing side scraping correctly, but the enemy know what he's doing because they're not complete idiots, and they're waiting for him to go out really far, taking a shot, and then actually penetrating. So remember that with side scraping, guys. The further you go back, the more vulnerable you are. If you wait to see someone who's going to shoot at you from side scraping, wait till you see his gun, then take a shot, you're more likely to penetrate.
Yeah.
And here we go. Some more are going down to artillery fire out on the railway. This is looking bad for the Ace of Spades. They just lost an artillery unit and a T-32. But KV-4 is still holding his own and keeping things eyed and staying alive. That thing is worth its weight in gold at the moment.
Yep. And annoying. But, oh, here goes down 2 tanks to Tiger 2's holding
And the IS-3 takes the KV-4 at last. It looks like damage sharing has been done really well by the troll team. However, they're running out of HP. You can only damage share until, well, you ran out. A question in the chat is, what's better, Chaffee or T50-2?
It depends on the situation, totally. If you take it in company battles, then you know which type of situation you want to use it in, but as an overall scout, you shouldn't really rely. Oh, he got taken out, but I think 2 artilleries just fired at him.
Yes, it was. He got insta-gibbed.
Yeah.
But there you go, the last big one's gone down, and if I was him, I'd be driving out there, because we know the artillery fired. They've got a long reload time. Swinehund could easily take out both the artillery here. The M12's taking a shot. Oh, it bounced. Or did it hit the T-34 in front of him? It probably hit the T-34 in front of him.
Yeah, I think it did.
So I expect them to clean up now. It was really good damage showing from the troll team, but they ran out of HP to share, and eventually the Ace of Spades guys managed to overwhelm them. That's actually one thing to note. You can't always tell who's winning from the amount of tanks left, because although having more tanks left is important, because the more guns you have and the better positioned you are, the better you'll do, it's not always an indicator of how well you're doing, because the Ace of Spades guys lost a couple of guys to artillery, which is burst damage, a lot of it, so they were caught out. But they were actually winning every firefight due to their great angling and positioning with their hold down positions. So, yeah.
Yep. We see the Chaffee has kept Celtar completely busy. I don't think the entire game, but he went up here about 2 minutes ago, I think, and the Chaffee has just been playing around with him, I think, or he's just been holding him off so that, oh, there's artillery, and yeah, just been fooling around up there. But now both of them are close to 1-hit kills. So
and this is what I think is a bit weird. What did the Chaffee do? I want to see his stats at the end of the game, because I really didn't see him scouting. I didn't see him in a combat position until the very end, and that's very weird for a scout. Generally speaking, you have your scouts alive not that long. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Usually the scouts go forward, they light up the enemy, half the enemy die, quarter of your guys die, and eventually the scouts go down if they're great. But the Chaffee was there until the very end, and I just find that a bit curious. I want to see if he actually got any spotting damage. Where is that Chaffee? At the top there with 43. 0. There you go, guys.
Yeah, useless.
Yeah, they might as well take it a T1, you know? That was wasted points. Do you think that was just purely indecisiveness, or they actually try to use the Chaffee as a combat tank? Like, okay, I'm going to guard the artillery, I'm going to stay there. Or is that a classic example of not reacting to your enemy?
Well, you just see that the Chaffee went to the hill, and when he got spotted, he just stayed up there. So I think in this match, he was just used as a scout, a forward scout. He didn't do any damage to the Tiger 2, and yeah, that was his role.
He didn't do any spotting damage either.
No, there was nothing to hit him.
You see 2 hits right at the end, and he fired 5 shots right at the end too. And the one detected enemy was right at the start when he went up the hill, but that was it. Now, one of the important things to know, guys, is your ability to react to the enemy forces is really important. So if you see them all moving one way and you've gone the other, it might be time to think, okay, can I flank from here? Will I be on my own too much if I flank? Should I go back and support the main force? Things like this should be going through your mind. You should either ask your commander, your field commander, or you should make the decision yourself.